Rebecca with Monit's Vocal Studio, here with your Tuesday talk. I'm out and about running some errands before voice lessons start today, so I thought I would chime in with a couple of things that have been on my mind lately. One of the things that I've been talking about with students a lot lately is that it's my job as a voice teacher to help you find your voice, to help you find the voice that is inside of you, and to cultivate that in the most natural, healthy way possible. My job is not to help you find someone else's voice. Granted, I know, of course, that down the pike when I have students that have mastered singing and they're at the level where they know how to sing properly, I'll have students who come to me for auditions, and they might have a gig that's coming up and they have to sound like a certain artist because they're making a living. And they have to create a certain sound, and so we'll talk about how to manipulate articulators and the soft palate and the larynx, and to create that overall sound that they're going for. That's a different conversation. That's more like coaching. But voice teaching is helping you find the voice that is inside of you, because inside of every single one of us is our unique singing voice. And then from there, once you know how to once you know the rules, you know how to break the rules properly. It's like anything. So what will happen is once in a while I will have a student, it's usually younger, less experienced, people that don't quite understand how the process really works. They'll come to me with a song, and it's very nuanced, it's very produced, overproduced often. It's a singer that is overproduced, and it's an artist that record labels are making a lot of money off of, and they want to sound like this particular sound, and it requires a certain amount of skill and a certain amount of overproduction in a studio that is not realistic. And so I will explain to them that, the goal is, let's get you on track toward finding your voice, and then down the pike, once you've mastered the mechanism, pick an artist, any artist, and go for it. It doesn't mean that I'm saying that I would ever want you to sound just like them, unless you're someone that's making a living as an Elvis impersonator, for example. I mean, if that's what you're doing, then of course you want to be able to sound like Elvis Presley, or, there are people that make a living as impersonators, but that's another subject. But like even people that audition, I have students that audition for some of the big voice competitions. I've had several, and I'll explain to them that you can take any artist's song, be careful who you choose, by the way, and be careful what lane you try to hang out in, but make it your own, and even flip the genre. Maybe do something totally different, maybe an upbeat piece, flip it and create, do something that is maybe a ballad. And it's kind of cool when you're shopping and you hear a cover and you realize, like, I know this song, I've heard this song, what is this song? And then you realize, oh, it's that one song from the 80s that I love, but they flipped it and they turned it into a ballad. It might have a jazzy flair, and it's a whole new take on it, but they made it their own, and they're using their true voice and their own take on it, and they're being true to themselves. So this is a lot of stuff that I'm kind of throwing into this video, but I guess the point is, my job as a voice teacher is to help you find your true voice, not someone else's voice. Have a good day.